Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So last week,
Morning, Sayadaw.
morning.
May I have a few questions, Sayadaw?
Okay.
Okay. The first question is about the example, actually, the quote from, if you go up, roll up a little bit, Sayadaw. Up. No, sorry. So it means down. Okay, that sentence right there, Sayadaw. That's the Upadiyamano ko pikave paddo marasa anupadiyamano mukto papimato. Right? So in that sentence, so the marasa and papimato, are they in the genitive case?
Yes, genitive case. So instrumental sense.
Genitive case, instrumental sense.
Mm.
Okay.
Babi Mato is not genitive case, ablative case.
Ablative case.
Do.
But then, is it like it's the form, it's the declension of the word papiman, you know?
Actually, Babi ma ima. Yeah, right. So genitive case also.
So if it's genitive case, but we have the word mukto, so should it be in the ablative sense, you know?
Yes, ablative sense.
So genitive case in the ablative sense for the word papimato.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
Actually, sorry, not Babi meant. Babi ma ima is here. How to say? The superlative adjective. Baba and ima. So dama ima. Actually, ma suffix ima. Yeah. So no Babi meant. Okay. So let's check in the dictionary. Babi ma. Okay, maybe. Yes, Babi meant. Yeah, genitive case. Should be genitive case. Sorry.
Okay, so you know. So that is it's a genitive case in the sense of ablative. But the marasa is genitive case in the sense of instrumental.
Instrument, yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Sayadaw. And the next question is the next sentence. Patamane wakasana pakasana. Actually, that sentence.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why the word patam. So okay, so we have to divide the word patama mewa. Is it the patamang ewa, right, Sayadaw?
Right.
But why the word patamang is in the accusative case, Sayadaw?
So accusative case and then instrumental case. For example, so actually Batama is first a kind of the numeral adjective. Ordinary number, first, second, that. So actually, so first person, second person, that person, and so on, we can use. So I mean, Pratama is adjective. So
modifies the word kasana, right?
no. Not finished yet my speech.
Oh, sorry.
So adjective word with the accusative case, we can use the adverb function like the Sukha and Sayati. Sukha means happy. But with the accusative case, Sukham Sayadaw means so he sleeps soundly, comfortably. So in this way here also, fastly, adverbial sense.
So it means the kasana is the like illustration, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So so you said that we have to take it as the adverb, not the adjective.
No adjective, adverb.
But the kasana here is the noun.
Yeah, verb noun.
So if we take it as an adjective, then it doesn't have anything to do with the word kasana.
With the kasana, sorry, again?
No, it's just because like in English, when we say first or firstly, then we say that we are going to do something, then that firstly has nothing to do with the following. It's just saying that firstly is the first thing we are going to say. That is the adverb. But here it looks to me that the patamang here, it modifies the word kasana. It refers to the first sentence, or the first illustration. And that one is called the pakasana.
So you want to say Batama kasana, right? Batama
Yes,
modifies the kasana.
yes.
So at the time, instead of saying so, instead of ma, there will be ya, and then a will be long. Batama iwa kasana. But here, Batama iwa kasana mean so Batama mean Bataman. So that is an adverbial sense. So actually, in Pāli, so if we change it, so Bataman kaseti as a but we can understand. Bataman kaseti. So kaseti, kasana is a kind of the verbal form showing, not just a simple noun, verbal noun. So even though it is a noun form, but it's present, the action showing, not things or not person, just action showing. So that is fastly showing. In this way, we in Pāli literature we can use.
So for those verbal nouns, then the modifier has to be in the adverb form, Sayadaw?
Yeah, adverb form.
Okay. Okay. But then here we have to understand that the word patamang he modifies the word kasana, right, Sayadaw?
Yes. So yeah, your suggestion also acceptable actually. But here I emphasize on the just usage.
Right.
So asana is noun form, but the function of batama is not modifier function. So kasana is verbal noun. That is why bataman is just adverbial sense.
So
So
but then
actually,
yeah.
finally we can So fast showing also better. Actually, we can say fast showing actually in sense is no more different.
Right. Because if we take it as an adverb, then it looks like, there are many things the author is going to talk about. So the first thing he's going to talk about is the pakasana. If we take it as the adverb, right? And then so
Yeah.
it looks like he's saying, okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about pakasana and then viwaranang and so on. But if that's the case, then the word patamang have nothing to do with the definition of the word pakasana.
So okay. Firstly, bataman ewa kasana is based on ba mean batama and the kasana means just kasana. So in this way, literally or etymologically, we can understand. And also how to understand the meaning. That is next sentence, expressed by the next sentence here, you see. So
Yeah, but that means the word patama. So we have to understand that the word patamang is related to the word kasana, right? Because both of them, patamang, kasana, is kind of the word formation of the word pakasana.
Yeah, word formation. So, and then, so to understand the meaning, that Bataman is expressed by here. Batama Vajanina. Batama Vajanina Eva. That is the meaning of Batama or Ba in the Bakasana. Bakasana is here debate. Debate.
So if we make a Vikaha sentence of the word patama vachana, then how should we make it?
So Batama Vajanan, so Batama Vajanan, Batama Vajanan.
But patamang in that case is the adjective, not the adverb, right?
Yes, yes, in that word.
Right. So that's why, I mean, it is strange, right? When we make the definition of the patama vachanang, then we have to make patamang vachanang. Then patamang is the adverb, adjective. But here we have
Uh,
patamang
so
kasana. Yeah.
okay, actually, so you should not focus only on the Batama and Vajana. Here you see, Batama Vajani na instrumental case. Batama Vajani na. So the
No,
whole word.
I understand that. What I mean is that just the word patama vachanang as a compound, right?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
it's the kamadaraya.
So
Then yeah.
okay, here Batama Vajana is combination of Batama and the Vajana. Batama means fast, Vajana means here speech, not saying to the speaking. A kind of simple noun form. Vajana means speech, word. But different one is in the Bakasana. So Kasana is not referring to the simple noun. So just Bhava noun, Bhava action. So that is why the function of Bataman is not adjective, adverb.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay.
And then the last question is also the next sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Yattako atto pacha kathetapo tang sapang patama vachanena dipeti ti vuktang hoti.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So in there, what is the object of vuktang, Sayadaw?
Uh so how to say? So actually the object of the word then is that sentence. The whole sentence. Here it. So to understand, such a usage of the word and hoti, actually completely it the word and hoti. That is commentary usage. So like the academic writing, it is said that. Yeah, it is said that, and yadako atako bichakati dabo and so on. So it, subject of the word and it's or object of, so passive, it is word and hoti. It is said that, and at that time, it is, nonsense or referring to the that clause also.
Okay. Okay, then it makes sense. Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay. And then, any question?
Sorry,
Oh,
Sayadaw.
okay.
You mean in the Batama Wajane Nawa?
Patama Vajanina Eva.
Oh, okay. So in that sense, I check the Nisaya. It mentioned is the Batama is translated as 谢萨嘎品.
Yeah.
Shisaka pin danin.
Yeah.
So in that means that Patama we had translated first, but the Shisaka is like the statement which you already said before, right?
Yeah. So actually later speech is not expressed yet. So in the discourse, very fast speech here referring to very fast speech.
So the Nisia translation pin, that means ways, right?
Okay. Way.
Ways, like an instrument translation.
Yeah.
That means ways the previous speech.
So actually that is how to say the meaning should be understand. The meaning what should be understood. So but so no explanation of the so literal meaning. So showing fast mean it shows with the first sentence. Showing in the with the first sentence. So that means so here in the instrumental case, just instrument. That is why in the word Bataman also instrumental sense. So we cannot say in this way because later sentence is not explaining about the Sada or Atta. Just Adeba Yata. The meaning should be intended. The meaning intended. The meaning to be understood. Just explained. So that is why in that explanation, maybe sense of case or sense of something, so we could not apply in the the how to say the word to be explained or someone in the bakasana. Okay, sorry.
So because in the first Batama Mewa there, like a Batama Mewa Kasana, so the Nisa is She Uswani, that means the very beginning, right?
Yeah, very beginning.
But, yeah, very beginning. So, but when we come to the Batama Vajanena, so that the Nisa is the She Sagapin. That means they do not use the She Uswa Sagapin. She Uswa.
So she is a gapian.
Yeah, I mean, in the Batama Mewa Gasana, in the first one, so the Batama, it expanded as Shia Uswani. That means the very beginning, in the first. But when we come to the Batama Vajanena, why just translate Shia Sagapin, right?
So okay, in the, you are reading Asia, right?
Yes, Sayadaw.
So the meaning of Bataman is here. She uswa layin. You see? She uswa layin. So for swa or for layin in Myanmar, so we say so layout layet swa be the pin be sayi kiriya with it. So that means in Myanmar language, if we use, for example, in Myanmar Nesia, if we see layout, the ending one is layout or layer or swa or the pin. When we find that one, so that means kriya with it. So kriya with is an adverb. Here you see sheu swa layin. Swa layin is just the meaning of the eva.
Yes, so the first Batama Mewa Batama there is just like a very beginning, like a verb. But I mean, when we come to the Batama Vajanena, oh, that's P, huh? Oh, the P is
So, okay, now all of you already learned the Savanana, right? So in Savanana, mainly three kinds of Savanana: Saddha Savanana, and the Atta Savanana, and the Adhibayata Savanana. Saddha Savanana, Atta Savanana, Adhibayata Savanana. So three kinds of Savanana mainly. So the Bakasana is explained by the Bhattama Mewa Kasana. Okay, so that is one. Based on that explanation, we can understand. So Bakasana is Ba and Kasana. And the Kasana is explained by the just Kasana. That means no more explained. Only Ba is explained. So Bhattama Ewa Kasana. But Ba is explained by the Bhattama. So at that time, we can understand the meaning of Ba is Bhattama. That is Atta Savanana. Okay. And also, Bhattaman is with the accusative case. That is why, adverbial sense. So, Ba and Kasana, how to say? Bhattama Ewa Kasana is a kind of the Dudya Daburisa. Adverbial sense, Dudya Daburisa. So in this way, Saddha Savanana and the Atta Savanana. But later one is Yadako Ato Bicha Gatita Bo Dansaban Batama Miwa Dibedi Idio Dan Hodi. Commonly, to understand easily, the explanation center with the Idio Dan Hodi is, Debayata Savanana. So the meaning should be understood in that word. So that Savanana is a kind of the Debayata Savanana, just focusing on the meaning, what should be understood in that sentence. So from that explanation sentence, we cannot grasp the point of the Saddha or the sense of the Atta. We cannot take it. So now you are taken in the Bhattama Vajanena is instrumental case. That is why in the Bhattama also instrumental sense. In this way you want to say, but no way. Because that later one, Yatako and Idiwo Dan Hodi is a kind of the Debayata Savanana.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Sayadaw, this Sabbam Bhikkhave Aditang is from the Adita Briyaya Sutta, right?
Yeah, I already found it.
Yeah.
I already show later. I will show. Okay, and then any more question? So, okay, don't hesitate to raise your question. You don't need to be sorry to raise your question. Actually, so your question also, make my knowledge extend. Okay, so please. Okay, no more. So, okay, I will continue. So, Bakasana is fast expression also. Fast expression. Fast expression. So here example is, Sabban, Bakeaway, or date. So to understand the Bakasana, so we should compare with the, we weren't. We need to compare. They are quite opposite, completely opposite. Because, so here Bhattama Bakasana is, with the ba is Bhattama, but we Varana is with the we. We is here, how to say, Bunna. Bhattama and Bunna. In this way also we can understand. Okay, so Bakasana, we Varana. Yeah. So, so here, you know, as Sankasana and the Bakasana and the Vivarana. So how? Actually, Sankasana and the Bakasana. Sankasana is showing briefly. So here, Sankebena Kasana, Sankasana. Sankebena, you know, briefly. So here example is Ubadiya Mano Ko and so on. Ubadiya Mano Ko Bekwe Bado Marasa, Ubadiya Mano Modo Babi Mato. Okay. So why it can be said as a, you know, expression briefly. So that is why, you know, we should compare with the later expression. Later expression will be, you know, wide explanation. So that is why, you know, we can understand Sankasana and the Vivarana also one set. So briefly explanation and detailed explanation. Okay. So that is here Vaitara, you see. Vaitara and the Sankeban or Sankebena. So one set. And then, so how they are, you know, how can they, so can they be one set? So that is why, you know, we can check in the original text as a reference. So Ubadiya Mano. So Sayadaw Nikaya Khanda Weka Khanda Sayadaw Arhanda Weka Ubadiya Mana Sutta. In the Ubadiya Mana Sutta, in the first paragraph, or maybe a little, so far side is a little bit small. So in the first example, you know, Ewame Sudan, Egan Samemba Kwasauti and Wiri Chidawni, Anata Benikasa Arame, and the so Inyadro Beku, Yinabagwa de Nuba Sankame, Uba Sankame de Bagonda, Abiwa de Igamana, Nisi, the Igamana Nisi no call Beku, Bagawanda Eda the Watcher. So Beku, Bagawanda Eda Watcher, the blessed a monk, reported this speech to the Blessed One. So Sadhu me bandi bagawa sankhet dena dhamman desi tu. So briefly, may the Blessed One expound the Dhamma briefly. It is good to me. And the so yamhan bagawa do dhamman sodawa wuba katho abba mado adabi bahida do vihariya. So bagawa do dhamman sodawa. Ego Ubakato Abamado Adabi Bahidato. So Vihariya, okay, that is his another speech, not related to this one. Point is here. So Bandi Bagawa Sankaidina Damandi say to. Okay, so at the time, Ubadiya Mano ko Beku Bado Marasa, Anubadiya Mano Modo Babi Mato. Okay, so and then Inyadan Bhagavata, Inyadan Sugadati. So the first speech is here. So Ubadiya Mano ko Beku Bado Marasa Anubadiya Mano Bodo. That is as a request of that monk. So the Buddha expounded, briefly discourse Sankhetdina Dhamma. And then so explanation sentence or widely explanation sentence Yathagatambana Dwambeku and so on. Okay, so that one also just another one. But so the Ubadiya Manoko Beku Bado Marasa, Ubadiya Manoko Bado Marasa is Sankasana. Here we can see. So Sankhetdina Kasana, Sankasana. But so we were na Waitaran is Ruban Ko Bande Ubadiya Mano Bado Marasa. So that is explanation how that monk understand the brief speech of the Buddha widely. So Ruban called Bande Ubadiya Mano Bado Marasa Nubadiya Mano Modo Babi Mado Widana Ubadiya Mano, and then Asinya Ubadiya Mano, Winyana Ubadiya Mano, and so on. So how he understand? So the Buddha expound the discourse briefly, just Ubadiya Mana and the Anubadiya Mana. So what kind of things are Ubadiya Mana and what kind of things are Anubadiya Mana? So here two paragraphs. Ubadiya Ruban, Bande Ubadiya Mano, and so on. And then next paragraph, Ruban called Bhikkhu, Ubadiya Mano, Bado Marasa, Anubadiya Mano, and so on. So related to that speech of the Buddha briefly is referring to the 5 aggregates. So he can understand extendedly. Okay, so these next 2 paragraphs are how to say Vivarana. So that is why in the under the Vivarana also, so related to that Ubadiya Mano. So Vivarana called Bhikkhave Ubadiya Mano Bado Anubadiya Mano Modoti. That is one example. So based on that point, so we can understand Sinkasana and the Vivarana is one set oppositely to each other. Okay. And then now Bakasana. Bakasana means showing fastly or past expression. Past expression Bakasana. And the later expression is Vivarana. So first expression, for the first expression here, example is so Sabban Bhikkhave Adita. So actually first expression also here we can understand. So Yadako Ato Barichido Katidabo. Whatever meaning should be said later. So everything so can be referred by the first vajana. Can be referred by the first vajana briefly. Okay, so then Sabban Pathama Vajanena Debate. So that is first. So Sabban Bhikkhave Adita. So everything is burnt. Everything is burning. That is Bakasana. And then Vivarana also should be one step with the Bakasana. So the meaning of Bakasana is first expression. So at that time, the meaning of Vivarana is later expression. So Buna Vajana Vasena. Vivaradwa Bakasana. So that is why here you can see Sinkasana Bakasana Vasena Dipi Datasa Vaitaran. That is briefly explanation of the Vivarana. Sinkasana and the Bakasana Vasena. So with reference to the Sinkasana, also we can understand the meaning of the Vivarana, and also with reference to the Bakasana, also we can understand Vivarana. So oppositely, Sinkasana means briefly explanation, so Vivarana means widely explanation. So Bakasana means past expression, Vivarana means later expression. So in this way, one set we can understand. So the meaning of Bakasana, the example for the Bakasana is Sabban, so Bhikkhave Adita. And then the example for the Vivarana is Ruban called, that is for related to the Sinkasana. Related to the Bakasana is so Kenja Bhikkhave Sabban Adita. So enumeration of the Sabba. So Jakku Bhikkhave Adita, Ruba Bhikkhave Adita, and so on. So that one also we can check in the sutta. So Salayadana Asayuddha Nika Salayadana Weka Salayadana Sayuddha Sabba Weka. So Adita Sutta. So first expression is so Sabban Bhikkhave Adita. Okay, and the later expression is so later expression, everything will be expressed later, is referred by the just the word sabba, or so briefly. So sabba also we can understand. So sabba and bhikkhu adidant, that is past expression, or later expression is so kenja bhikkhu is sabba adidant, that is just question. And exactly later expression is Chakku Bhikkhave Adita and Ruban Adita, Chakku Vinyana Adita, Chakku Sampaso Adito, and so to the Adita Ruba Adita, Chakku Vinyana Adita, Chakku Sampaso Adito. Okay, up to the Chakku Sampaso Adito. That is later expression. So in this way, Vivarana has two sense. The first one is why expression. The second one is later expression. Actually, they have slightly the same sense. Based on the point, they are previous expression. So previous one is briefly expression like the Sankasana. So at the time Vivarana is widely expression. Bakasana is past expression. So at the time Vivarana is later expression. So in this way we can understand.
Hi, Sayadaw.
Okay.
To be honest, I still can't see the difference between the Sankarana and Sankasana and Pakasana.
Yeah, for that point also, so Sinkasana is actually just Sinkibina Atta Dibana. So showing the meaning briefly, that is expressed here. And then Pakasana means so Dansaban Batama Wajanina debate.
Well, I mean, for example, if we look into the example of the Pakasana, like Sabbang Bhikkhave Adita, why can't that sentence be Sankasana? It's also brief.
Yeah. So okay, let's check the Sayadaw explanation. Yeah, actually slightly the same sense. Eradicated. So explain it and display. So that is Bhikkhu Sayadaw Bhikkhu Nyana Moli translation is Sinkasana is explaining, Bakasana is displaying, and then so we Varana is divulging. How to pronounce, I don't know.
Divulging, Sayadaw, I think.
Yeah, divulging. Yeah, divulging. So divulge means divulge something to somebody. Give somebody information that is supposed to be secret. So explore, reveal. Yeah, revealing. The synonymous word is reveal. And next one is we so only divulging. And then so now we are learning just these three words: explaining, displaying, and divulging. So Sinkasana means a brief explanation by Akara. You see? One more. That is from the Niti. Yeah. So brief explanation by the Akara. So some it is a brief explanation by the Akara. So it addresses how the word is spelled. It is an explanation by the alphabet. Round spelling will give round meaning. It starts with the alphabet when it becomes a word Bakasana. Okay, that is just literal sense. And Bakasana also brief explanation of the Pada. Brief explanation of the Pada. Okay. Sinkasana's brief explanation by the Akara or alphabet. Bakasana is brief explanation by word. And the Vivarana is brief explanation by the Vyanjana. Vyanjana means sentence. Oh, quite different. So
So based on that explanation, then I mean it looks to me like the sang. Yeah, it looks to me like the Sankasana is just a word, right?
yeah, Sankasana is
It's just one word. And then Pakasana is like a sentence. And then Vivarana is like the whole paragraph.
Sankhedina Sana Bhatamankasana Bakasana. So Iminahi. So in you see, Iminahi Athabara Dwaina Ekara Badehi Vibawiya Mano Athakaro Kahito Ekrehi Sonya Manehi Sonyata. So Datha Bhagawa Ekrehi Sankaseti Badehi Bakaseti Dathahi. Okay, this is I think different between them. So Bhagawa Ekrehi Sankaseti Badehi Bakaseti Ekrehi Badehi Cha Okadeti. So Ekrehi Sankaseti is referring to the Sankasana. Badehi Bakaseti is referring to the Bakasana. Ekrehi Badehi Cha Okadeti is referring to the Vivarana. Maybe I so not very different from the Saddanīti Sayadaw's explanation, right?
Yeah, they don't look the same to me, Sayadaw.
Yeah. So in the Saddanīti Sayadaw's idea, so okay, based on that literal meaning of each word. So Sankasana is a brief explanation, and the Bakasana Vivarana is wide explanation, but they have the same focus. And then, so Bakasana is first expression, Vivarana is later expression, but they have the same focus. One set, they become one set. In this way, I catch point to my understanding.
But I mean, so in
Okay.
both ways, the Vivarana is still it's like an explanation of the whatever said in
Yeah.
the Sankasana and Pakasana, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, so I still don't see the difference between the Sankasana and Pakasana. So, for example, if we look into a sentence, how can we tell that which kind of Sankasana or Pakasana it is? How do we
Yeah.
know?
Sinkasana and the Bakasana how can be. So actually based on the Sayadaw explanation, so I think this one. So Yadako ato bicha bikatidabo dansaban patama wajanina debate. So every meaning later will be expressed, so can be referred by the first word. So based on that explanation,
So does that mean that for the Pakasana, we always have to have the word Sabang?
uh, maybe it's sometimes instead of saying Sabban, so the other the maybe collected noun form, some collected noun also maybe. For example, Mara. So Mara is a five kinds. So the very first expressions will be Mara. Later expression will be Dewa Buddha Mara, Kanda Mara, Meju Mara, and so on. Maybe I think. I'm not sure that. Yeah. So according to Sayadaw explanation, so the first expression will be with the Sabba. Later expression will be enumeration of that Sabba. Like here, Jeku, Soda, Ghana, and so on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hello. Yeah, I have ideas about how to distinguish Samkara Sana and Pakasana. I think Samkara Sana is the show its meaning in brief. This means in the short sentence is just so we can understand the meaning in brief. But Pakasana is the host means is a soul. So the host meaning only by the first words, like monks. In the sentence, Sabbam Bhikkhave Aditang. So it's like a monks, the state of the beginnings is all. So that is just so the meaning, only the meanings by the first words. But it's meaning also in brief. But I think different. That is my idea, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Did you hear me?
Thinking.
Yeah.
So by comparing these two examples, so Ubadiya Mano Bhikkhave Bado Marasa. Okay. But in Vivarana, so Ruban Ubadiya Mano Bado Marasa. Just one word. So in the brief explanation, so no word there to refer the word Ruban and the so Vedana Rupa Vedana Senya Sankara. But in the so Bakasana in the example, so Sab and Bhikkhave are they them. Okay, but in the Vivarana, so Jaku Bhikkhave Adaitam, Rupa Adaita. So the meaning is provided the Rupa or Sabban in the Bakasana is expressed by the each word like the Jaku, Rupa, and Jaku Sodakana and Rupa and so on. Only that point I find it. Maybe you also. Just that difference between them. So hello Mabonya, what do you think?
Sayadaw, I'm also thinking, I think like you said, maybe in like a Bakasana, actually all those Rupa Sada are already included into the Sabam. But in the Sangasana part, it's just like Ubadiyamano or Anubadiyamano. But we don't know what is Ubadiyamano or Anubadiyamano.
Yeah. So the meaning is very brief.
Yeah.
Only that point. So difference between them. So we can find. Okay, let's check again the nitty. And the nitty. So Sankasana means Sankhatina Kasana. Bakasana means Bataman Kasana. That is the same. Kasiya di ato. So imina atabara dwayina. So ekarabade hi vibhawya mano atakaro kahito. Ekarabade hi. So ekara referring to the Sankasana. And the Bada referring to the Bakasana. Explained by the Sayadaw. And the Yasama Ekarehi Sonya Mane Sonyada. But no example here. Vivarana is Vaitarana. Vibhajanaja. And the Odani Kamenja Binyadija Vibhad. That is commentary. So okay, let's go back to the original text also. Niti Bakarana Pāḷi. Sankasana, Bakasana, Vivarana, Vibhajana, Vivadikarana, Dihinaya Anuna Nete so. Nete so. Nete Sawaro. In the Pati Nete Sawaro. Naya Samotana.
Sayadaw, why this I also didn't give any explanation.
Okay, so in the page number being 32, 33, 32. So according to the then Nidibhagarana, so the Sanghasana and Bakasana, even though the saying as a different one, but the same sense, I think. So Sanghasana mean, so the meaning is expressed by the alphabet. Bakasana means the meaning is expressed by a word. Vivarana means the meaning is expressed by the a sentence. So
Yes.
so that means, so we can say at the very beginning, so Akara and the Sanghasana one set, and Bada and the Bakasana is one set, and Benjana and Vivarana is one set.
Well, that is the explanation according to Nitipakarana, but
Yeah,
but not according to the Rupas. I mean the Saddanīti.
Yeah, so I mean, no, just focusing on the that according to the that Nidhi saying. So one more information we get, I pointed out.
Yes.
So here that one also acceptable because based on their name, so their name is where. So Benjana Cheka and the Atta Cheka, right? So Benjana Cheka be Atta Cheka. That one also expressed by the our rector zero. What is it? I forgot that one. Sorry. Sikho Benjana. So what with regard to meaning, and what with regard to phrasing? No, not so. What with regard to phrasing? Okay, phrase or meaning. Benjana mean phrase. Okay, so according to the Nidibhagarana, so Benjana Bara and Atta Bara also, according to their order, we can compare. We can make one set. So that is find the information found in the Nidhi. So, but now, so current our activity is finding difference between the Sanghasana and the Bakasana. So, okay, to my understanding, as I said first, so only based on the example given by the Saddanīti Sayadaw, in the a sentence should be said as Sanghasana, so we could not find a word so which can refer to the later expression. The word or idiom word we can express widely, the meaning will be expressed widely in later expression. So that such a word we could not find here. But in the Bakasana, based on their example, so here commonly the word sabba we can find it. Okay, so finally we can say the a sentence with the word sabba, maybe Bakasana, or later, so in the following sentence, the enumeration of that sabba will be expressed. That is Vivarana. Only that point now I can find it.
So Sayadaw, does that mean that the word Patama Vajanena refers to that word Sabbang?
Yeah, currently. Pathama Vajanena means sabba, yeah. So Puna Vajana means later, enumeration of that sabba or illustration of that sabba. Illustration word for the sabba.
Okay. 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 Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay. And then, okay, let's continue next information. So whenever we find any, evidence, so we can extend our knowledge with regard to these words. So if you find it, or so also you can raise that point. When I find it, also I will.
So Sayadaw,
Okay.
make such type of information. And do we have other references in Myanmar book? Or Myanmar book?
I'm not sure because so for me, so that Nidhi Bakarana is so we learned, but not this text, not the whole Nidhi Bakarana text. One Sayadaw already wrote a book. So how to understand that Nidhi? So maybe so without our Sayadaw also wrote that book. So based on that book, at that time also we learned only 16 kinds of hara, not related to that 12 bada or 4 neya, only 60 kinds of hara, bharatana hara, and so on. So that information here. So here hara, keba, neya, sankeba, and dwadasa bada. You see, mainly 3 kinds in the Nidhi Bakarana. So we focus on the only hara sankhepa, hara. So that is why I'm not sure about that naya or bada or something.
But actually now we are learning is Naya part, right?
Not naya part, so actually bada part. Yeah,
Ah,
under
we
the
are-
naya. So before the 12 kinds of bada, so we can find the 4 kinds of naya. So naya samutthana. So in the naya sankhepa. Sorry, that is 4 kinds of naya, also sasana tamutthana, and so in Pāļi we can check. Oh, okay, so now so okay, another thing Hawara. No, sorry. Another Odisawara also. That's a Nugiti, no. So Nedisawara. So Hara Sankhepa and the Dwadasapata. So 16 Hara we can find it there. So Desana Hara, Vijaya Hara, Yoti Hara, Bharatana Hara, there's a Lekhana Hara, and Chetubhuva Hara, Avuda Hara. So 16 kind. Samarobana Hara. Under the Naya Sankhepa, so Nandiya Vada Naya, and Dibokala Naya, Siya Wiklida Naya, Wikilida Naya, and the Disarojana Naya, and the Ankusa Naya also. I did just 4, not 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Nayas. Okay, and then so Dwadasabhata here, 6 kinds of Athabhara, Benjanabhara, and Athabhara. That is Benjanabhara, and the later one is Athabhara, Sinkasana, Bakasana, and so in this way. But so I have learned only that Hara, not about Naya or that 12 kinds of bhata. That is why together with you or I'm learning now.
It's good, Sayadaw. But the Nisaya, the Saddanīti Nisaya also didn't give any explanation regarding
Yeah,
this.
yeah, just translation, not
Yeah.
any information. Okay, so let's continue next. So next one is vibhajana. Vibhajana. So vibhajana here. Vivuri dabbam dabba mewa dabban ewa aneka bhava do. That is a given reason. So aneka bhava do. So vivuri dabban attam. Vivuri dabban attam. So here referring to the meaning. So expressed by the vivarana. So explaining meaning or later expression meaning, expressive meaning also maybe can be many things. Anika bhava do. So that is why briefly to understand vibhajana mean. So bodhi sammukha karana is vibhajana. Bodhi sammukha karana. So bodhi mean knowledge. Sammukha mean face to face. Karana mean making. So making, face to face the knowledge. So Sammukha also we can find with the word bhava or Buddha, Sammukhi Buddha or Sammukhi bhava. So that means being face to face or being in present or being in the present. So Sammukha means, we can understand present. So making present of the knowledge. So that means to understand widely, to understand, completely. We can understand the meaning. But so literally we can translate bodhi sammukha karana. So making in present of the knowledge. It's quite, how to say, strange.
Can we say direct knowledge?
Direct knowledge.
Yeah, because you will translate face to face.
So face to face. So okay, in Myanmar Nesia, so Vaitarana. ဉာဏ်ဖြင့်ရှေ့ရှုပြုခြင်းဉာဏ်ဖြင့်ရှေ့ရှုပြုခြင်းဉာဏ်ဖြင့်ရှေ့ရှုပြုခြင်း so sorry making evident or making present by knowledge, not present of knowledge, making present by knowledge. So the function of the knowledge may be analysis, analyzing. The meaning expressed by the vivarana. Analyzing the meaning expressed by the vivarana is vibhajana. Bodhi sammukha karana. So analyzed. So based on it, so okay, just that. But so based on the explanation example, also we can confine our understanding. So here example is Kadaminja Bakery Ruban Chadaro Mahabuddha Janoninja Mahabuddha Na. So enumeration again. So in the Bakasana, in the Sankasana, so Ubadiya Mano Bado Marasa. But so in the Vivarana, Ruban Ubadiya Mano Bado Marasa. And the enumeration of the Ruban is here. So Ruban Kadamenja Bakery Ruban. So Jadaro Mahabhuta, Rupa, and Janonija Mahabhuta Ne, Ubadaya Rupan. So enumeration kinds of, matter is Vibhajana.
Yes, Sayadaw, because the Vibhajana, they have the meaning like division, classification, distribution.
Okay, so maybe classification now based on this one, yeah? Illustration or classification. Classifying kinds of rupa. Okay, so at that time, Bodhi Sambuka Karana, so mean classifying, classification. But literal meaning of Vibhajana is analysis. Vibhajana, if we find it in the dictionary, the word, maybe analysis. Okay, and then so here two examples. So Kina Adaidan. So Raga Gina, Dosa Gina, Moha Gina, Ajadiya, Jaraya, Maranina. So Sokehi, Bari Dewihi, Doke, Domnasi, Ubaya Sehi, Adaidan. So fill in the information. So our data is past participle. The past one expression is saban adaitan. Everything is burnt. And the second expression we were not is so ruban adaitan. Matter is burnt. But no enumeration about the ruban. So just fill in the information. So ruban is burnt by the ragagina, burnt by the fire of lust, fire of anger, fire of delusion, fire of birth, aging, death, sorrow, lamentation, suffering, and the dominant sehi, so ubaya sehi, and so on. So just fill in the information. So now you can see the tree of our learning, or so the information tree of our learning. So Singasana can be so based on Singasana, I mean heading. So based on the Singasana meaning, the meaning of Vivarana is one kind, the meaning of the Vibhajana is one kind. And based on Pakasana, the meaning of Vivarana is another, and the meaning of Vibhajana is also, another one. Okay, that is about the Vibhajana. So, okay, again, so Sankasana, brief explanation, Sankheba. At the time, Vivarana is Vaitara widely explanation. And then at that time, so Vibhajana is just, so Bodhisattva Karana, even though, a single word, but we can understand, classification. Based on the Bakasana means, first expression, at that time, Vivarana is Bunna Vajana. Bunna Vajana Vasena, Vivaradawa, Bhagada Karana. So we were exploring and making evident, making evident, making obvious. Bhagada Karana. That's what we were na. And then based on that one, so Bodhi Samukha Karana, so we can understand. Adding, the some more information. Okay, and next. So Vibhaji Dattasa Vaitarana Vasena and the Ubama Yo Baro Bariya Jana Vasena Ja Sambadi Badana Odani Karana. So we can divide. So Vaitara Vasena Sambadi Badana Odani Karana. And then Ubamayo Baro Bariya Jana Vasena Sambadi Badana Odani Karana. In this way we can understand. So Vibhaji Dattasa, the meaning of the meaning expressed by the Vibhajana. That means in the example, so related to the Sanghasana, the meaning expressed by the Vibhajana is, Chadaro Mahabuddha, Chadona Mahabuddha, ne Ubadaya Rupa. But with regard to the Bakasana, the meaning is here Ragakina, Dosakina, Mohakina. Okay, so respectively, so Sanghasana is fast. So related to the Sanghasana here, Vaitara Vasena Samabadi Badana Odani Karana. So the meaning of Odani Karana. So Vaitarana Vasena Sambadi Badana. So Sambadi Badana means so explicate or illustrate Vaitarana Vasena by in detail. Explain it in detail is Odani Karana. Vaitarana Vasena Sambadi Badana. So Sambadi Badana, actually the complete word I could not find the meaning. So in Yamanesia Sambadi Badana means Sambadi Badana means busy, accomplished. Busy, accomplished. But in the dictionary, so we can find the Badi Badeti. So Badi Badeti means explained. Somebody Badeti means explain well. So that is better. Explain in detail or explicate in detail. Explicating in detail is Odani Karana. So Odani Karana means so Odani Karoti. Odani Karoti. Odani Karana, making evident. Odani Karana. Okay, so based on that first information, Vaitarana Vasena Sambadi Badana Odani Karana. Here similar example is so Datta, so Kadame Chadaro Mahabuddha. So 4 kinds of Mahabuddha. 4 kinds of Mahabuddhas are Pathavi Dhatu, Abo Dhatu, and so on. And Chadonija Mahabuddha Ubada Ruban is another one. Okay. And then, so based on the Bakasana, so the meaning of Odani Karana is Ubamayo Baro Bariya Jana Vasanena. So Ubamaya, it should be divided. Ubamaya Ubaro Bariya. Ubamaya Ubaro Bariya Jana Vasena. So Ubamaya means Ubama, similar. Ubaro Bariya. So Ubari and Ubari. Ubari and Ubariya. So Ubari means above. Literal sense of Ubari means above. Ubariya also above. But Ubaro Bariya means successive or successive or consecutive. Ubrabriya, consecutive. So Ubamaya Ubrobriya Janana Vasena. So in Myanmar next year. So with the simile, Ubamaya is, with simile, ablative case, instrumental case, Ubamaya, Ubarobria, Jana Wasanina. So by making, Ubama Pin, a sense of pussy, Jen, said the Pin Lagon. Ubama Pin, a sense of pit the Pin, a sense inside the Pin, pussy, Jen. So that means actually, giving, supporting the understanding with the simile. Somebody burden, supporting the understanding with simile. Ubamaya Barobria Janana Wasina. Ubamaya with the simile. Uberobria Jana Wasina. So Uberobria make excessively or successively or consecutively. Ubamaya Jana Wasanina. So that means explaining, giving simile. So excessively or respectively also we can understand. Okay, so based on the example we can understand. So Sayatabi Bakeaway Nedi Babadeya. Okay, so very loud. The example. So from the Sayatabi to the abjective. Okay, so that one, so we can divide two parts. From the Sayatabi to the abajaya, that is simile. And then so Ubamana, so simile. And then from the Ewa Mewa call to the end is Ubameya. Something should be compared by the simile or statement also. Ubameya. So to understand that statement, so we can compare with that simile. So two parts, Ubamana and the Ubameya. So that means, supporting simile, giving simile to understand, to support our understanding. So in this Udaharana, or in this example, so very long sentence, Sayatabi Bakeaway Nadi Babadeya Oharini Durengini. So I could not understand now the sense of that one. So okay, let's check in the original text. That is from the page number. It is Sayadaw Nikaya, volume 2, page number 112. Sayadaw Nikaya, volume 2, page number 112. Okay, fastly. Myanmar page number, volume 1. Volume 2, page number 112. Not this one. Page number 1 or 129. Okay. So Nadisauda maybe. Page number 113, 112. JB Jada Sayatabi Bakeaway Nadi Babadeya Oharini, right? Yeah. Let me know this paragraph. The translation is our typical. So suppose that is the minus here. So there was a mountain, the mountain river sweeping downward. Nadi Babadeya Oharini Durengama Siga Soda. So Nadi Babadiya Oharini. So rivers came down from the mountain. So that is why it is Durangama Siga Soda. So quite so the Durangama, flowing into long distance, and then so the stream of that water also very quite swift because came down from the mountain. And so that's Ubosu Diresu Kasa Jebi Jada Asu Ubobi Diresu. So this short and partial, two short, Dira mean. So Kasa Jebi Jada Asu Kasa. So Kasa mean a kind of grass. Kasa grass or Kusa grass, where to grow in each shore, on each shore. Okay, so Kasa, a kind of grass, and then Kusa, also a kind of grass. So Desu Nam Ijo Lambeyo. Desu Nam Ijo Lambeyo. So it would overhanded. Desu Nam Ijo Lambeyo. Ijo Lambedi. Hang over. Hang it over. So they are also rooted in that shore or something. Okay. And another one, Babaja, JB Jada, and the Birana, also a kind of grass, and Roka tree. Okay. So on each shore, so there are many kinds of grasses, even tree also are there. So Roka JB Jada Asu. They na Ijo Lambeyo. So they here referring to the a man or person. So may the they na Ijo Lambeyo. They are holding those grass or those trees. The trees were to grow. They were overhanging. So if a man being carried along with the divine current, so a man is carried by the current. So at that time, so to be safe from that current, he holds that grass or tree, growing on that bank. So that's a Buddhist saw. So dina wosha mano kasi chibi kahaneya and they balok jeyo. They balok jeyo. Balok jeyo falls down to the water because so the don't need anaya biasana abijiya. Anaya biasana abijiya. So if he should grab the kusa grass, it will break off, or he would thereby meet with the calamity or disaster. Okay, if he should grab the reed tree, they would break off, or he thereby meet calamity or disaster. Okay, so he would be suffered. So too the same way now Ubameya. So the instructive worldly being so regards from as self or self. So okay, so in the Pāļi Iwa mewa bekwe call so asudawa uneducated butujano so worldly being so ariyanan adasawi Ariya Dhammasa Agowido, Ariya Dhamme Awinido. So Ariyasa Adasawi, having not seen the noble one, and the Ariya Dhammasa Agowido, not skillful. Ariya Dhamma, though that means not analyzed yet, the noble Dhamma, and Ariya Dhamme Awinido. So, and the Sabburisana Adasawi, Sabburisa Dhammasa Agowido, Sabburisa Dhamme Awinido, Ruban. So that means he is an educated ordinary man. Even, about the minor matter also, he has not learned yet. So that is an uneducated. He doesn't about theoretically about the math and minor. So they have a kind of three characteristic. So Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, he has lacked such a knowledge. Okay, that one. What happened to him? Awinido. So Rupan called Adda do Samanubasidi. He considered matter as a self. And the Rupa went down what Adda name. So he himself, the having mattered also, he considered as a Adda. And the Adani was Rupa. Form. Okay. So regarding form as self. Form as self. Or so self as possessing form. Self as possessing form, and the form as a self as in form. Okay. Okay, finally he considered as a self. But what happened to him? So not only Rupa and then Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. So at that time, so the don't need Anaya Vyasana, Abhijati, Anaya Vyasana. So he was faced to the he will thereby meet so with the calamity or disaster about this one. So in this way, to understand that point, so for the one who grasps, form as a self and so on, so finally, so he will feel suffered. He will meet calamity or disaster, he will feel suffer. So just like a man who is carried by the stream, so at that time, so as a protection, he grabs grass or tree. They are growing on the bank of that river, because even that bank also, that shore also not stable, so they can be carried by the stream of that water, even that shore. So that is why the grass or tree growing on that shore is not stable, even for themselves. So that is why they cannot save him, so to be free from that stream of water. So the same way, so a man who considers that form or perception, feeling, perception, and so on, thinking as itself. So finally, like a man carried by a stream of water, so he also will be faced suffering. So in this way, in this simile, but point to understand, so related to our learning here, so expressing simile and the statement. So that is a kind of the Uddanikarana in this case, based on the Pakasana Vivarana Vibhajana Uddanikarana. Okay, based on the Sankasana will be another sense, Vaitarana, Vasena, and so on. Okay, now 1.5 hours already.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Sayadaw, so much.
Thank you very much, Sayadaw.
Welcome.
It is not easy, no, Sayadaw?
Thank you, Sayadaw. Sadhu,
Okay,
sadhu, sadhu.
welcome. Sadhu.
Sadhu, yeah.
Sadhu, sadhu.